Hello, how y'all doing? Anyways, today we're going to talk about EARTHLINK. This is like part 3 of my little ongoing series, and about my move from one residence to another residence while having EARTHLINK as my internet service provider. And I'm doing this because I wanted to document everything as far as this move is concerned, so that other people who have EARTHLINK and are thinking about moving or want to move, whatever the case may be, at least you'll have an idea. You'll have a clue. I know that I don't explain things clearly, and I miss a lot of information. Sorry, guys, but I want everybody to have a clue, and I want to share my experiences with you guys so that you guys know what you're in for, or how bad it got, or how bad it's getting, or whatever, whatnot. Anyways, so I called EARTHLINK today because they were supposed to call me back about my emails, because when I moved from one residence to another residence, regardless of them telling me that everything will be smooth, smooth sailing, no problems, there was problems. Okay, I lost my email. They changed my email address on me, and I couldn't get into my email account. I don't know where it's at, who's got it, anything like that. I couldn't get into it. Told me that my passwords were wrong. So I called them and they said they would help me, but they didn't help me. Okay. So they're supposed to get back to me after they told me that they would help me and all that good stuff. So I called them today, and I get a hold of this lady, and I start explaining the email to her, and she says, "Yeah, we have you right here, and we also, you also called about a refund, right?" So I said, "Yeah, what's going on with that?" And she says, "Well, before I can, help you, before I can do anything, I have to start a case on you." And I was like, "What? What do you mean you got to start a case on me?" They said that they already, had stuff in motion. They said that they're ready to help me. Why is it that you can't help me, now? She says, "Well, we can't because there's no case on it." Right? So basically, EARTHLINK didn't follow through. They didn't go ahead and do their jobs like they're supposed to do. And why do they sit there and tell me, yeah, we'll help you, make big promises and all this other stuff, and lead me to believe that stuff was going to get done or resolved or whatever within that amount of time, or even at all, They do this because they're fishing for good surveys, is what they're doing. Now, when you call EARTHLINK, what happens is in the initial recording, they will say, "Stay on the line until after the conversation so that you can take a survey." And the survey basically asks, how well did the representative do on a scale from 1 to 10, and how likely are you to recommend EARTHLINK on a scale from 1 to 10? Well, if you look at the last video, we know how that went. I did not have access to that survey. They put me somewhere in limbo where, I was just waiting on the phone forever. But this is why that they say that they can help you without actually helping you, is because they want to get a good survey. All right. So they're not following through on, on their emails. They're not following through on their credit or refund or whatever that is. But my billing date still has not popped up yet. But as of right now, from the conversation that I had with these people, my impression is that they're not going to help me. Okay. And for her to have to start a case on me now, all of a sudden, after when they told me last time I talked to them that they'll call me in a couple days and, everything, figure everything out. They didn't. Okay, none of it. And so anyways, let's see, what do I got on my note? Oh, yeah, okay. So I spoke to this lady, I argued with this lady, and she wanted to send me to a refund department to talk about, the refund. I talked to the man, but homeboy, he just wanted to argue, and he wanted to talk all over me. He didn't want to hear anything I had to say. He didn't want to pay attention to reason or rationality or nothing. Okay, he just wanted to say what I had to say, and that was it. Part of the language that he used was a word, overlap. Okay, and what overlap is just a fancy word to to charge me more money. That's all it is, because there is no overlap. All right, when I first called EARTHLINK before I moved, and I asked them, what can I expect? Can can I move my account from that place to this place? Yeah, sure, no problem. That's what they told me. There wasn't going to be any problems with me being able to move over here, right? And I told them, can I have my internet on over there until I move in here, and then once it's installed, here, can I turn it off over there, and not have to worry about anything? Yeah, sure, So for me, when I ask them, can I move my account from one spot to another spot, that means I can move my account from one spot to another spot. No, they're not going to let you move your account from one spot, or at least they didn't let me move my account from one spot to another spot, from one residence to another residence. And what they're saying is that so many days passed after the internet started here that this is why that they're overcharging me. Okay, but I called them as soon as the technician was out the door, as soon as the internet was going. I called them and told them that I had internet here and they need to turn it off over there. Now, they didn't follow up on my emails, so why would I think that they're going to follow up on, me telling them, hey, turn off my internet over there, So essentially what they did is they let my internet run over there and run it here at the same time, because either one, they want to overcharge me, two, they neglected to do their job. So with that is why they want to charge me more money. And I'm like, no, I did my part. I took care of my end. I called you guys. I let you guys know. I even called before I moved just to make sure that I wouldn't run into any problems, especially not like this where I'm, paying more money than I should be paying. I'm like, there's no way you can charge me for more money. I've had the same account for the exact same amount of time. Okay? Maybe if you want to charge me like maybe 3 to 5 minutes, of internet, okay, I can see that. But you're charging me days. You're charging me an incredible amount for something that I didn't use, or and I not only did I prep for this, but I called and double checked with you guys to make sure everything was going to go smooth. And no, they didn't. They didn't do their job. They didn't do their part. They either let it go on purpose to overcharge me, or they neglected to do their job. Okay, either way, it amounts to a lot of money that I don't want to pay, because it's not on me. I did my part. I took care of my end. All right. And what's happening is at this point, EARTHLINK is showing a pattern of not doing their job. Okay. For example, the emails. Okay, they have not returned my email to me. They have not gotten back to me about my emails. Even when I called them today and spoke with them, the email situation is still not resolved. It's still not resolved. So, as far as I know, this lady, she started a case on me. Okay, so when I call again, I'm going to see, did she really start a case on me? Or did she just tell me she started a case on me? What happened? Why is the customer service at EARTHLINK so freaking atrocious, so horrible? What's going on, EARTHLINK? You guys need to straighten all that up, And that's another thing, is if EARTHLINK could learn from these videos and correct, the mistakes of their customer service, they might get better reviews from more people. Anyways, because they neglected to do their job, I shouldn't have to pay money. I should have to pay more. That's on them. Okay. So when I figured out that this dude wasn't going to help me, he's going to talk all over me, he's not going to, do much, I asked, would you, let me speak to somebody that can help me, or could you speak to somebody that can help me? And he's all, would you like a supervisor? I was like, yeah, if that supervisor can help me. So I get on the phone with the supervisor, and the supervisor, for whatever reason, can't hear me, right? She's all, it's static. There's a lot of static over on your end, and we're all doing the hello, 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 hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me? Thing. And so I told her, give me, I told her, call me back. She says, well, can I have your number? And I says, yeah, of course you heard that, right? So I give her my number, and as soon as she hangs up, the survey kicks in, but before I can press any buttons, her number comes up and overtakes that screen on my, phone. And I'm like, damn, I wanted to get that survey in, right? Couldn't do it. So this lady calls me, and we're trying to talk again. We're trying to communicate, and I says, look, call me back in 5 minutes so I can restart my phone, just in case it's me. I don't know if it's her, but I was going to do my part. I was going to take care of my end to make sure that my end was clear, that everything was good on my end, right? So she said she'd call me back. So we hung up. I reset my phone, and I've been waiting for, I don't know, about 3-4 hours now, and she still ain't calling me back. So the refund hasn't been resolved. The emails hasn't been resolved. So everybody at EARTHLINK, basically what they're doing is they're just saying, yeah, we're going to help you, and then offer and deliver no help, no real help, nothing. Not even the supervisors are, calling people back. 5 minutes, call me back, let's get it resolved. Nope. EARTHLINK customer service is not interested in helping. EARTHLINK customer service is not interested in resolving anything. They don't care, because why? They're going to get a paycheck anyways. That's why. Anyways, guys, I hope, let's see. Yeah. I hope this, gives you guys a clue and helps somebody out, And the other thing is if you're having problems with EARTHLINK, put them down in the description. I'm going to definitely tag EARTHLINK in all this, as I always do. And I hope that EARTHLINK, the powers that be at EARTHLINK, watch these videos and learn not only, what their customer service is doing to people, but what maybe they need to do to change policy to make EARTHLINK a better internet service provider. And you can start by not charging me a whole bunch of freaking unnecessary money. You can start by not, changing my account out of the Clear Blue Sky just because I want to move somewhere. Because now I can't use your emails. I got to use other people's emails. I can't use EARTHLINK, because if I use EARTHLINK, I'm going to move, and then I'm going to lose all those. I'm going to lose all that email. So it's a pain in the butt. You guys need to fix that, and you guys need to fix your customer service. But outside of that, guys, look, it's a beautiful day.